So, about the noise in the clubhouse. I don't suppose I could go in and have a look?
Sorry, Twilight, but the clubhouse is for official Crusader business only. No adult ponies allowed. Except Applejack, sometimes, since she owns the farm and everything.
Applebloom, help me out here.
Oh, it's alright, Sweetie Belle. I've made Twi here an honorary Cutie Mark Crusader for today.
But she has a cutie mark.
I know! That's what makes her honorary. Duh!
Oh, okay then. Welcome to our clubhouse, honorary Cutie Mark Crusader.
Thanks, Sweetie Belle.
Applebloom! I thought I told you not to let any non-Crusaders in here! Oh, don't you worry about that, Scootaloo. I made Twi here an honorary Crusader for today. You what? Ugh, Applebloom, that's not something you just do on your own. Oh, but she found your ribbon. Ain't it worth something? She did? Really? Really?
Yes, I did.
Oh, give it here!
Hold your horses there, Scootaloo. First, I have a few things to ask about, if I may.
Ugh, really, Twilight?
You want this ribbon back, right?
Fine, make it quick!
Scootaloo, I have to ask you about last night.
Oh, last night?
Yes, last night. Or more specifically, where you were last night.
I don't know what you're talking about, Twilight.
Oh, I think you do, Scootaloo. I've already talked to Applebloom about some of it.
Applebloom? What? What did she say, Twilight?
I know that you three were around town square. So perhaps we should start there.
Is everything alright, Twilight?
Well, yes. It's just that right around here is usually when...
Hi!
Right on schedule.
Oh my gosh, Twilight, this is exciting! You finally come across a... confrontation!
Uh-huh.
Now, these are a whole lot like interrogations, except they're longer and cooler! This time, when you totally present some evidence and show that pony who's boss, they may just keep on coming. They're not gonna give in right away. That wouldn't be any fun.
Oh no, it'd be so terrible if some pony around here actually just told me something.
Basically, you're gonna soon enough see multiple topics, and you gotta bring each of them to a conclusion before you finally get to the bottom of things. Kind of like how you gotta get to the middle of a jelly donut to get to the sweet filling.
Well, I can do that.
But uh-oh! Here's the part that might make you all frowny wowny. If you present the wrong evidence too many times, well, then it's all over, Buster. That pony's never gonna tell you anything.
But, wait, what? What do I do then?
Oh, well then you just start over.
Start over?
Well, yeah. You just select try again from the screen, and the confrontation will start back over like nothing ever happened.
Pinky, I don't think conversations work that way.
It's like she doesn't even know this is a video game. Well, good luck! I'm rooting for you. Is she always like that?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Oh, one other thing. You also can't leave or save the game once a confrontation starts.
Wait, what?
But don't worry. You can't start them when you don't have everything you need. Super convenient, right? Well, maybe not as convenient as if they just tell you everything at the start, but that'd be no fun at all. Okie dokie Loki! Now that's everything! Bye!
I have everything I need for this? Well, that's a start, I guess. But now it's time to put everything together. Anyways, Scootaloo, about last night and your comedy routine.
It was supposed to be a secret! But yeah, we've been working on a comedy routine for Rarity's birthday. I imagine you already heard that much from Apple Blabbermouth. We started pretty late in the evening around Town Square, so we could be there when there weren't any ponies around. We made some pretty good progress if I do say so myself. I mean, I'd hope we did, considering we were there for, like, over an hour. And that's about it. We're still not there yet, but I think we're getting there. Not sure why you were wondering about this, but there it is.
Scootaloo is being awfully vague here. And given what I know already, I have a feeling I know why. I'm gonna have to try to make her be more specific if I have a hope of getting somewhere.
It was supposed to be a secret. But yeah, we started... Just a minute.
That's what happened when you started. What happened after you started? Were you just working on that routine? Nothing else?
Well, yeah. Can't say we did much else.
Can't see much out of place so far, at least. Alright. Do you think you could tell me what you did do?
After we got started, we got into our routine pretty heavily. Heck, we were working on it non-stop until we called it a night. We made some pretty good progress if I do say so myself. I mean, I'd hope we did, considering we were there for, like, over an hour. Just a minute.
Out of curiosity, may I ask what sort of comedy routine this is?
No. You already know too much, Twilight! You're not getting one more peep out of me! It's supposed to be a surprise!
Yeah, Twi, we're on to you! I ain't telling you one more bit!
Yeah! And I'm totally not gonna tell you that I designed costumes for it!
Sweetie Belle! Wait, if you're in here, then who's guarding the clubhouse?
Oh! Right!
Note to self. Tartarus hath no fury like a cutie-marked crusader scorned.
And that's about it. We're still not there yet, but I think we're getting there. Not sure why you were wondering about this, but there it is.
Scootaloo, I'm afraid this evidence proves that you're not telling me the whole truth here.
Huh? I don't follow. Are you feeling okay, Twilight?
Sorry. Better not rush into things. I need to think it over and make sure I've got all the information I need.
And that's about it. We're still not there yet, but I think we're getting there.
Scootaloo?
Huh?
Better not.
We made some... Huh?
Better not.
And that...
Not entirely non-stop, I'm afraid.
Huh?
I happen to know that you three took a break part of the way through your practice session. And I also happen to know that neither Apple Bloom nor Sweetie Belle knew where you were during that time.
Apple Bloom!
Sorry, Scootaloo.
Well, what about it?
Huh?
Maybe we did take a break and I went off somewhere else. What about it? Doesn't mean anything. It's not like you know where I was.
How's this? Actually, I think I have a pretty good idea of where you were.
What? How?
I talked to Rarity earlier and learned that she witnessed an orange and purple pony running out the door after she discovered her home had been ransacked and her prize jewel stolen. And I also found part of this ribbon just outside the window to her boutique. Not to mention there were tire tracks that looked suspiciously like your scooters, leading directly to that window. Sounding familiar yet, Scootaloo?
Well... Actually, no! Can't say it is!
What?
Come on, Twilight! None of that points to me! Listen to yourself! I jumped through a window to break in? I mean, that's gonna hurt! Not to mention make a lot of noise! And why in the world would I steal anything from some pony whose sister I'm friends with? That makes no sense! All you've got is circumstantial evidence!
I don't know whether to be annoyed by her stubbornness or impressed by the fact that she correctly used the phrase circumstantial evidence in a sentence. Stay cool, Twilight. You already know what you need here. You just need to find ways to prove it to her.
Honestly, Twilight, I can't believe this! You're accusing me of stealing from my best friend's sister? What's gotten into you? Give me one good reason why I steal from her. No, not even just from her. From any pony! Wait a second.
Alright.
Alright, what?
I can, in fact, provide a motive for why you'd want to steal Rarity's prize jewel.
Uh-huh.
Scootaloo, I know that a short while ago, Rainbow Dash gave you a very special ribbon of hers and told you a few choice words. Among those, however, was the instruction that you should do something very daring for you and your friends. I trust you know where I'm going with this. If you really did do a bold heist of Rarity's boutique in the middle of the night to steal her most precious jewel, that would certainly be awfully daring.
What? No, Twilight, no! You got it all wrong! That wasn't it at all! After she said that, I started practicing scooter tricks, not theft! Stealing things from ponies is so uncool, Twilight! I never! You remember those tricks that Rainbow Dash did at the Best Young Flyer competition, right? I had to try one of those out! Of course I can fly, so, well, I kinda had to make do with what I can do. You remember that trick where she spun clouds around, right? So awesome! Well, not as awesome as the Sonic Rain Boom, of course, but I figured, you know, maybe I'd work up to that. The carousel boutique's nice and round, so I've been practicing going around it at top speed. I'm getting pretty good at it. Anyway, the point is, that was not what I had in mind when she gave me that advice. At all.
All right, Scootaloo. I believe you.
Come on, Twilight! Even you have to admit that the story you're telling here sounds awfully far-fetched. First, there's the window itself. I mean, really, Twilight? You're going to claim that I rolled directly towards the window and crashed through it? Why in the hoof would I do that?
I know it sounds far-fetched, Scootaloo, but this shows that it's the truth.
Twilight, quit wasting my time.
Okay, sorry. Come on, Twilight. First, make sure you've got what you need for this one.
Second, if all the rarity said was what color the pony was, then that could have been any pony. We're pretty colorful, you know. Unless you have evidence that only I could have fit that description. Really, this is some pretty darn weak evidence, Twilight. I don't know what you did to make the others talk, but if this is your best, I'm not impressed.
I know it sounds far-fetched, Scootaloo.
Twilight. Twilight, I don't know what you're on about, but I don't like it, and you clearly have no idea what you're talking about.
But, no, wait!
No offense, but if you had a point to make, you'd have made it by now. Now, if you don't mind, this clubhouse is for Cutie My Crusaders only, and your honorary status is over.
Alright. I can't believe this. My first big test as an investigator, and I completely blew it. Now I'll never get to the bottom of this. Unless... No, I can't give up. I promised both Verity and Applebloom that I'd get to the bottom of this, and I will. I just need to rethink things. Go back over everything. Here goes. I have to find the truth, no matter what.
It was supposed to be a secret. After...
Wait a second. Not entirely non-stop. How's this? Actually...
Give me one good
Wait a second. Oh.
First, there's the... Second.
Just a minute. Scootaloo, what other pony around here is orange and purple?
Well, you're pretty purple, Twilight. And Applejack sure is orange. Who's to say that you two didn't team up to rob Rarity, huh?
Note to self. Fillies have hyperactive imaginations.
Really, this is...
I know it's...
Twilight, quit wasting my...
I know it sounds... know it sounds far.
Just a minute.
Scootaloo, what other pony are... I know it sounds...
Wait a second.
No. Actually, I'm not gonna claim that you rode directly towards the window, because that's not what happened.
Well, then what?
You said it yourself. You've been practicing going around the Carousel Boutique at top speed, right?
Yeah.
What do you think might happen if, say, opalescence were to suddenly be in the way? We did find her hair near the tire marks after all. You'd have to swerve pretty hard to avoid hitting her, right? Hard enough that you might leave tire marks and lose control of your scooter. And then perhaps crash and be launched accidentally through the window of her boutique? Am I getting warm, Scootaloo?
Bingo. Bullseye. Can't get warmer than that. Enough already. I give.
Do you think, now, you might be willing to finally tell me what happened that night?
Apple Bloom?
Twilight can help you, Scootaloo. I can just feel it.
All right. No more running, hiding, or dodging. I'll just give it to you straight. Not much else to do now, right? You already know most of it, so, well, I won't bore you with those details. Yeah, I was practicing that trick. Oba got in front of me. I tried to avoid her and wham! Before I knew it, I was flying through that window. I guess the star from my ribbon got caught on something was torn off when I did. Honestly, I didn't see much when I was there. I saw some dark figures who I think got startled when I crashed through the window. They ran away pretty quickly after I did. I heard one of them trip, at which point I heard a pretty scary growl and a yelp, as well as the sound of, well, something getting ripped. By a claw, I guess? It didn't take me long to figure out what was going on and that I needed to get the heck out of here, so I ran as quickly as I could. And, well, that's about it, really. I totally forgot about the scooter when I left since I was in such a panic, so I came back and got it later.
I hadn't actually thought about what happened to your scooter until just now. Any reason you bring that up?
It's strange, Twilight. I feel like there are thousands of ponies somewhere out there, watching us, looking closely for missing information, and judging us harshly if they find any.
That's oddly specific.
Call it a filly's instinct.
Well, thanks, Scootaloo. I think it's about time I paid the Carousel Boutique a second look.
Oh, and before I forget, here's your ribbon back. Sorry to have used it as a bit of a bargaining chip.
Yay!
Rarity, did you clean up the boutique?
Why, yes, darling. It was a dreadful, awful mess. Just a few more bits and pieces to put in order, and it'll be good as new.
But it's a crime scene!
I know! Wasn't it terrible? It's taken me all morning to get it back to near working condition.
Rarity, you don't just clean up a crime scene. You need to leave them as is so we can find evidence implicating the culprit. All the mystery novels are completely unanimous on this.
Oh, right. I suppose that would make sense.
Ugh, forget it. Let's see if there's anything of note left. Well, this is something at least. I suppose. This stool wasn't like this yesterday, right?
I should say not! I certainly would have cleaned that up if it had been. Like I was about to.
Down, Rarity. Resist the urge. Let it be dirty for one day.
If you insist, I shall do my best.
But I don't see anything else. Is there really nothing left to look at in here? No offense, but this stool isn't going to do much.
Well, if you've overlooked anything, I might be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Do you recall that gem-finding spell that I taught you a little while ago, Twilight? Well, I just so happen to have been improving it to find other things that are easily overlooked. I tell you, Twilight, that has been invaluable keeping everything in good working condition around the boutique. I used to spend so long finding all the little things I work with around here.
Huh. Well, that does sound useful. Okay, let's try it out. But how does it...
Oh my gosh! Are you girls talking about Rarity's super duper looper hooper cool ability? I've been waiting so long to talk about it.
Silly me. I thought I might actually get a tutorial from some pony who knows something about the topic at hand.
You know those crazy times when you're making cupcakes, but then you totally can't figure out where you left the egg timer? No? Well, I sure have, and let me tell you, they are not fun, Buster. But Rarity never has those problems, because once she turns on that super special power of hers, then she can kind of just point her horn and poof! Anything nearby lights up like a disco ball. Then you just gotta go over and take an itty-bitty look-see. To turn on her ability, just click on the button in the field with her face on it. Then, click a spot in the field. If there's anything hidden nearby, you can click on that to check it out. Neat, huh? And to turn it off, just click on the button again. Simple dimple. If you ask for extra help from the options menu, then the button will light up all brighty-like to let you know there's something important to find. Ooh, sparkly!
I still don't...
I know. Trust me, Twilight. They understand me.
Uh-huh.
Come on, why don't you try it out? I bet there's a little something over to the left of that stool. Okie dokie. Hope you find lots of cool treasure out there. Bye!
Accurate, albeit perhaps over-enthusiastic description.
Well, let's get to it. There must be something around here, right? Huh? What's this? This is an oddly shaped jewel. Seen this before?
No, I can't say I have.
Strange. A bunch of small gems? Rarity? Did the thieves try to steal these too?
Well, no, actually. Those had been on that stool. I imagine they were knocked over with it. I had been trying to find them, though. Thank you, Twilight.
Never mind then. Well, now I think that's about it for things to be found in here. Thanks, Rarity. Say, I wonder if we missed anything else somewhere else. Rarity, would you mind tagging along a little longer? That ability looks useful.
But of course, Twilight! Lead the way, my dear!
I should check elsewhere to see if we've missed anything. Perhaps outside the boutique to start. Interesting. The grass has been trampled in this area, like some pony ran through here. Ordinarily, that wouldn't be remarkable, considering that thieves naturally would trample the grass as they left, but there's something that strikes me as odd about this. The thing that's odd about this trampled grass is... if Scootaloo did steal the True Blue, then it seems like there should be tire marks here as she made her getaway. After all, if she left tire marks coming to a sudden halt, then logically speaking, she'd also leave tire marks accelerating away too. But wait, what am I saying? Scootaloo didn't steal the True Blue. I need to rethink this. The thing that's odd about this trampled grass is... wait a second. What was it that Apple Bloom said about what she saw?
And then a while after that, some pony ran across the bridge real fast. We didn't get a good look at it, but I'm pretty sure it was Scootaloo, Twi.
Scootaloo went across the bridge. Yet this trampled grass rather clearly does not lead towards the bridge. I think it's safe to say this adds even more credibility to the idea that some pony had been here before Scootaloo. The question now is, who? Was it another pony? No, that seems unlikely. A pony wouldn't have left behind this piece of evidence. This piece of evidence, of course! No, wait, that doesn't make any sense, Twilight! Think harder! I know they left behind a mark that ponies wouldn't easily make. Who was at the boutique last night? Was it another pony? No, that seems unlikely. This piece of evidence, of course! Was it... This piece of... was it... How's this? That stool was ripped up by what seems clearly a claw. But ponies sure don't have claws. Someone who would steal a jewel and who has claws. I'm starting to get a picture here. Verity, I think I may have to do something.
Truly, Twilight? Fantastic! Do tell!
It's only an educated guess right now, but it might lead to something bigger than that. Follow me. I think I can get where I need to go from the south entrance of Town Square. Time to pay an old friend a little visit.
Beautiful, sparkling, bedazzling gems! This does not seem like the appropriate time to be searching for them.
We're not here for the gems, Rarity. That's not all that's in this area.
Then I'm afraid that I do not... Oh. No! No, Twilight, you can't mean!
I'm afraid so. We need to head east at this fork.
If we must. Twilight, not to intrude, but I am not quite sure where you're going. We were going east, were we not?
Oh, right! My mistake. Let's go. Hello, my name is Twайлайт Спаркл. We are investigating a crime and we would like to ask permission to enter your caverns to search. So, can we come in? Maybe? Please?
No.
Move aside, Twilight. One must allow a lady to handle a situation with such a fine, gentle colt. Dog. Whatever. Ahem. Dearest, dog, we would be ever so grateful if you would allow us entry.
No.
Oh, come now. Surely we can work things out. If you get my drift.
No.
No? Is that it? You're quite sure?
Yes.
Well, I never. You shall stand aside, my good dog, right this instant.
No.
You, sir, are a ruffian and a cur, and I have half a mind to fight whoever is responsible for such a clearly insufficient upbringing and rearing and give that individual a rather significant piece of my mind. Are we quite clear on this matter?
Yes.
And furthermore, I dare say that I might just report this behavior to, oh, whichever officials are tasked with regulating this sort of thing, because let me tell you!
What in the seventh dog stands is this ridiculous Not you! What are you here for?
If I could interject for just a little bit. Sheesh. I see those two get along about as well as they did before. Now, if we're all done being little kids, Mr. Dog, my name is Twайлайт Спаркл. I'm investigating a crime that happened last night, and I have reason to suspect that someone from here might be involved. Could we take a look around your, caverns?
No.
No?
No.
I guess now we know who trains the guards around here. Mr. Dog, if you don't let us in, then I'm going to have to...
I wouldn't do that, pony.
Excuse me?
You do not have warrant. No warrant, no entry. You enter, you trespass.
When in Equestria did the Diamond Dogs get all weak?
I'm afraid they are... right. Much as it pains me to admit that. Things have changed between ponies and dogs since we made... first contact, I suppose you could call it.
Why am I always the last to know this sort of thing?
You see, we have a bit of an agreement. They abide by our laws, and we leave them alone. Which means that I'm afraid we indeed cannot simply barge in like hooligans. Much as I would like to.
Okay, and how do we get around this exactly?
A warrant, my dear. Like you said, if we show the mayor reason for suspicion, then she can issue a search warrant to allow us entry. Simple, really.
simple, right? Famous last words, Rarity. Alright, well, don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
I'm not moving anywhere. Unlike you. You go away now. Good riddance.
Alright, well, the mayor's going to be working at Town Hall this time of day, so back to Town Square. Nowhere else to go right now.